Top 7 at 7 with Sydney Stallworth.
We are staying on top of a number of major stories for you tonight. Here's your top 7 at 7. The GBI trying to get to the bottom of an officer-involved shooting outside a busy Cobb County mall. Details are limited right now. We do know that this shooting is deadly. We expect to get more answers from police as the night goes on. With an Ebola outbreak growing in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the White House saying there will be, quote, no exceptions on health and safety. And that country's soccer team quarantines in Belgium ahead of their World Cup match right here in Atlanta.
They're negotiating on fumes, but we'll see what happens. Maybe we have to go back and finish it, maybe we don't.
Negotiations hanging in the balance tonight. Iranian state media claims a deal to end the war is close, but the White House insists that report is false. Police in Cobb County have identified the man found dead inside a recently closed Kroger as 43-year-old James Connell. They suspect foul play and urge anyone with any information to contact them.
This will provide some temporary relief.
Fulton County Jail will soon stop accepting most low-level misdemeanors to ease overcrowding, but experts say many defendants may bond out or get sent to other jails, raising some questions about how much this policy will really fix the problem. Plus, a new Georgia law will let pharmacists prescribe HIV prevention drugs starting July 1st. It's a move experts say could dramatically expand access, especially in areas with limited access to clinics. And with just 2 weeks until the World Cup, crews are racing to finish construction around Mercedes-Benz Stadium, including a new Brewhouse Cafe soccer bar as South Downtown scrambles to get ready by June 11th. That's your top 7 at 7. For more on these stories, download our free Atlanta News First app.